Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, and we are here to jump into episode 6 of Shine, the series. We are fast coming up on the end of this series. Can you believe it? Because there's only 8 episodes in this particular show. So we're here at episode 6, which means after this, we only have 2 left, the penultimate and the finale. Things are heating up in terms of the political world. We had the chief of the village get absolutely assassinated, most likely by the uncle's boss or whatever, ex-rival, whatever he is to him now. And I'm pretty sure he's on the hunt for something that he can do to destroy the uncle. And now that the uncle is having a really high-risk affair, it's about to get messy, y'all. Oof. And there are a number of ways that this house of cards can fall. Like, it's not just about him having an affair. He's having an affair with a man. He's having an affair with the reporter who's been reporting on this news, which means that the reporter is about to get catch some strays too, because now his whole credibility is going to be shot. Like, this is a mess. Not to mention, he's also engaged, sort of, too. So he's that whole side of his life is about to get a spotlight shown on it. Yeah, it's messy over there. Meanwhile, over on this love triangle, Victor, I'm sorry, babe. His crush is really cute, but yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere, bub. You know, obviously, Trin and I always want to say Tawan, but it's Tanwa. Tanwa, you know, spent the night at his family's home, and there was like, you know, they're getting closer, but there's this distance because Tanwa always has his mask up, you know, and so it's hard to get close to him. Which unfortunately is what Trin is about. Trin is all in on this relationship, and he's very serious when he's dating somebody. So, you know, it's hard for him to be with somebody who won't open up to him, you know, emotionally. So I get it. But yeah, honestly, I'm ready to watch this episode. I see that it's a little bit longer. I think it's like an hour and 10 minutes, something like that, close to it. So we're going to be here for a bit. So let's get into it. Oh, she looks divine. Oh, God. She's so beautiful, you guys.
บาร์จะปิดแล้วนะหลังเพลงนี้จบ
จบ ใช่ จบแล้ว
เมื่อถึงเวลาทุกคนก็ต้องไปด้วยกันทั้งนั้นแหละ
After her many husbands, I guess that's the lesson that she's gotten out of life.
ตรีนทาน
ผมเองก็สายแล้วเหมือนกันครับ ขอโทษนะครับอาสวัสดีครับ
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Go find the secretary and get your freak on in this house all alone. Like, none of that. Wasting food, wasting
เป็น
time.
ใหม่รอบเลยพี่ ได้นะ
สำนักข่าววอชิงตันครอนิเคิลเอาข่าวโครงการห้วยคำแสงไปลง
Oh, that's what they
มีรายละ
published.
เอียดครบทุกอย่าง รวมถึงการตายของผู้ใหญ่บ้าน
Bad press will do it. See, I thought it was about the book, but no.
ทำงานดิ
Yeah, they definitely know it was him.
หาได้แล้วครับนาย
Ooh, let's read that headline.
หาได้แล้วครับ
Thai military scandal. Sparks outrage, anti-power plant leader mysteriously dies. Trial set over Irwin case. Thai military land scandals sparks outrage. Anti-bad plant seriously dies. Yeah.
นาย
ขอบใจมาก
We gonna actually get to read that article or nah?
ทำไม ในข่าวมีชื่อฉันเหรอ
ใช่ครับ
Oof.
ก็ถือเป็นการคาดเดาของสื่อ ไม่ได้มีหลักฐานอะไรชัดเจน
No, you're gonna need to do more than that, sir.
ไปทำงานเถอะ
Yeah, you're gonna have to speak because you've been the face of this for a while. Yeah, he ain't in the crowd.
ขอตัวนะครับ
โทษนะครับ ขอทางหน่อยครับ
All right. He ain't gonna say nothing. Oop, there he is. I mean, if you weren't doing some shady shit, you wouldn't be in this position. Deadass. Then again, he didn't order that chief dead. Pretty sure that was the general, not him. But he's sure gonna take the blowback from it, unfortunately. Where are we sneaking in? Oh, it's your house.
ครับคนเก่ง เก่งมากๆเลยครับ
The way he cannot help but be
Okay.
sarcastic with this man. Just let him go upstairs. Good lord. I know. I hate that they got me agreeing with this capitalist. I can't believe they got me going, shaking my head with him because he's so annoying and he just won't say how he truly feels ever to anyone. Jesus. That's an actual picture of that actor, by the way. Is that him? Is that his real life picture of him and his actual wife and his actual son? Or did they, do a composite with some of his old photos? So he got the music bug from you. You could also meet him halfway, sir. Oh God, he's so in love. Holy
พี่อุตส่า
shit!
ห์เชียร์โครงการนี้มาตั้งนาน โดนล้มไป พี่น่าจะผิดหวังมาก
I mean, if it's better for the
ถ้าเกิดโคร
people,
งการมันไม่โปร่งใส โดนล้ม
it's
ไปก็
better
ถูก
to
ต้องแล้ว
yeah, it's better to stop. He's starting to realize that there's so much that he doesn't know, and that possibly his uncle. It's on the table that his uncle might have murdered that man that they had sat down and had dinner with and had a whole debate with. That's gotta feel so shitty.
ศาลผู้ใหญ่บ้านนะ ไม่น่าเลย มันอาจจะมีผลหรือไม่มีก็ได้ แต่ผมขอนะนรัน
You're gonna ask him to suppress news?
ในโครงการห้วยคำแสงก็ถูกระงับไปแล้ว
หยุดเหรอ คุณสั่งให้ผมหยุดเหรอ
ใช่ อะไรมันก็เกิด
He
ขึ้น
said
ได้
that with his whole chest. Oh my goodness. But he's saying this out of fear because his last lover got absolutely murdered by the government.
ไม่ใช่
มึงบ้าไปแล้วเหรอ มึงเกิดวิปริตผิดเพศอะไรขึ้นมาหรือยังไงวะ
Ooh, not him being a homophobe. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. But it's certainly, the 70s or 69, just about to become 1970. So that makes sense. Yeah. Oof.
วะ ฮะ มึงยังโอเคอยู่ใช่ปะมึงอยากเป็นเพื่อนกับกูอยู่ปะวะ
ใช่ กูวิปริต แล้วมึงจะเลิกคบกูเพราะเรื่องนี้ไหมล่ะ เขาอยู่ฝั่งเดียวกับเรา
ใครจะเชื่อวะเฮียเผลอๆมันนี่แหละ ตัวสมรู้ร่วมคิดกับอามันฆ่าผู้ใหญ่บ้าน
Whoa.
ยังไงแม่งก็ต้องเข้าข้างอา
ผมอยู่ข้างความถูกต้อง
เปลี่ยนสีเป็นกิ้งก่ามึงนะ
Now we're throwing hands. Oh, buddy. This is messy.
เจ็บไหม
He's definitely going to try and kiss him
ที
here.
หลังไม่เอา
This
นะ
is the mood.
ผมดูแลตัวเองได้
เดี๋ยวนะ
เจ็บตัวเปล่า
Don't take your clothes off. Oh, God. This is about to be so embarrassing. Oh, Victor, please. Please don't do this to me. Oh, no. Like, I like his crush, and I'm super into this love triangle, but at the same time, I feel like I'm going to die from cringe. Oh, God. We can get through it. We're gonna get through this, okay? We're gonna get through this together. Let's go. Please have a conversation about this. Please! Please, God! Have the conversation. No, I'm not! I am in a relationship,
ๆ
sir.
เองก็ได้มั้ง
I'm in a relationship, please. Please, just say that. Just say I'm seeing somebody. Oh. I mean, you're very beautiful and you're very hot, but... dying. But he is letting this happen, though. Holy shit. Just say I'm seeing somebody.
เดี๋ยวพี่พาไปส่งบ้าน
Just talk. Oh, God. Now he's taking his pants off. Yo! Oh, God. Oh, no. He's going to turn around and he's going to be butt naked. He's going to get his heart broken, though. I don't want that either. Ugh. Because I like Victor. Are you going to let him kiss you? Don't do that. Don't let him. Oh, no. He's going to. Oh! Oh, I thought he was going to let him kiss him. Also, you're a baby. Listen. He kind of just thinks of you as his little brother. You're a baby. Okay? I know you're only like 5 years apart, but you're a baby. Okay? He just want to take care of you. You'll find somebody else, okay, hon? He did it as softly and as sweetly as he possibly could. Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
ขอบคุณนะพี่ ที่ชัดเจน
He certainly did. He certainly did.
ขอบคุณเช่นกัน
Come on, get on into Big Bro's arms. I'm sorry. First loves are really hard. We got through that really beautifully. I'll say that. This is beautifully framed, by the way. and lit. I love it.
ตอนนี้น่าจะปะทะกันอยู่
Ooh, they out in the streets right now? Damn. All right, we gotta go.
กริน กริน
Oh God, is Victor gonna die? Just like Claire? He would never forgive himself if Victor died. Wake up. Where's Victor?
ตำรวจใช้ไม้แข็งแล้วกูก็รีบหนีไป
เต้ยไม่ออกมาอีกเหรอ
เพื่อนผมมา
Oh God.
พวกคุณไปก่อนเดี๋ยวผมเข้าไป
Yo, if Victor dies, he's never going to forgive himself. God.
ผมไม่เห็นแก่ตัว ผมห่วงคนที่ผมรักและผมจะทำทุกอย่างเพื่อปกป้องพวกเขา
แบกเลยแบกเลย
All right.
นัลัน
Not this. Not this tantrum.
ผมพอแล้ว
Oof. I think you just got dumped, sir. Like, I know he couldn't say the words, but I'm pretty sure you just got dumped. I think he knows it. Oof. Is he okay? He was taking a lot of those batons.
หายใจ หายใจ
It's crazy that he didn't think this man would have a crush. Like, this is insanity. Like, Victor is totally valid. This is what I was saying earlier. I was like, some of the, like, the Victor and Tren experiences and conversations and interactions are like so intense. I get it. Like, this is the kind of shit that in any other show they would absolutely end up together. If we're being completely 100% honest, it's an interesting choice. Let me let this continue.
ขอบคุณนะพี่
No. Dude, God, I'm dying. Oh. But they just went through such an intense experience together. I get why he wants to kiss him so bad. Like, you are killing this kid. You're killing this kid, Tren. It's gonna be your uncle. Oh, it's the... okay, never mind.
คุณตริน
ความรุนแรงมันสร้างความเปลี่ยนแปลงได้จริงเหรอวะ
Sometimes, but we're not ready for that conversation, I guess.
มึงดูอย่างอเมริกาดิออกมาประท้วงสงครามเวียดนามเป็นแสน
แต่ก็ไม่มีใครอยู่เฉยๆ แล้วเปลี่ยนอะไรได้เหมือนกัน
Just as bad, like... You ready to step up and do something? Involve yourself? Oh, she looks so beautiful. The flower in her hair, this...
ไอ้ลูกหมา มึงรู้ไหมกูหัวใจจะวายอยู่แล้วเนี่ย
He He know the deal. He know the game.
เดี๋ยวแม่ทำกับข้าวให้กิน
Sometimes you just gotta be in the street and risk your life for the good of the people. Well, let's make it all clear, you know. Like, even if it's not the professor, it's not gonna be you,
มา
hon.
นะแม่ ไม่ต้องห่วง
But it's hard to let go of feelings that you've held on to for years and years, you know. I get it. Is he gonna go see Tamwa? Yeah, he's not had a great day at all. Come on, get on in there. Give him a hug. He's thinking about Claire and how he didn't go and help her and then she died. Oh, he's thinking about them screaming for him now. Oh, babe. Yeah, just let that all out. Let's clean him up and lay him down. Oh, God, is his uncle going to be in here and yell at him or some shit like that?
เป็นไงบ้าง
หลังจากที่รู้ว่าแคลร์ตาย
Oh, he's finally telling
เวลาเห็
about
นภาพจรา
Claire.
จรเห็นคนวิ่ง เห็นคนถูกกดลงกับพื้น หายใจไม่ออก ตาพร่า แล้วรู้ว่ามันไม่ได้เกิดขึ้นจริงตรงหน้า แต่ภาพในหัว มันเกิดขึ้นซ้ำแล้วซ้ำอีก
หนักขนาดนั้นทำไมยังพาตัวเองกลับไปอยู่ตรงนั้นอีก
Somebody's gotta. I mean, also because last time he didn't, and it all went wrong.
ทนเสียใครไปไม่ได้แล้วมั้ง
I mean, yeah, eventually, death comes for us all. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do anything
พับให้เล่น
or try to help or
ๆ วางไว้ที่สำคัญซะด้วย
take care of people. You know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he kept every one of them. They're all gifts from you. He didn't even think about the fact that he was
ข
going
อ
to
ง
see
มัน
that.
สำคัญ
That's cute.
เหมือนคนให้
Yep. That's cute. They are cute together, but I feel like we barely get any scenes with them. And it's not that I don't like the show. I love the show, actually. I think it's really interesting and I think it's really strong. But I feel like this romance, weirdly, is the most undercooked. Yeah, but it doesn't mean I don't like it, because I do like them together and I understand why they like each other. And obviously, you know, as we can see here, just being around him provides him a, like, you know, safe space to open up, to be himself, to tell his darkest secrets and, truly he's, his light in the dark world. But I think we could have had more scenes with him. Oh, that bothers me. His arm is not on his shoulder here, but it is here. Oh, that bothers me so much. Shot continuity! Come on, guys. There's like usually a whole person who checks shots to make sure that the actors are standing and their hair is relatively the same from shot to shot to shot and from take to take to take. Come on, guys. You're better than this. Not him looking like the statue on the table. The stance, I mean. So what did he used to play? Was that a flute? Saxophone? Trumpet. Okay. We playing a trumpet in the middle of the night? Sir, have some decorum? People are trying to sleep in this house? Not you put out a trumpet in the middle of the night. Like, people ain't trying to sleep. Sir, be serious. This was the most offensive thing to happen in this show so far, to be honest. He's really about to play this trumpet. Auntie and uncle are going to get up like, what the fuck? Oh, they're already awake. In the middle of the night is
ไม่ได้ยิน
crazy.
ตรินเล่นแฮมเป็ดนานแล้วนะคะ
And then the song suddenly cuts off and they're like, oop, and then they hear giggling. Oh, God.
มันมีค่ากับเรามากแค่ไหน
Days gone by.
เราขออยู่ตรงนี้กับตรินนะ
Is that a no? Okay. He's just putting down the trumpet. Got it. Getting busy in your uncle's house is crazy. And you know they awake because you just played the trumpet, so... Oh, God. Is he going to get jumped? I've been thinking that he might get jumped. Oh, is that outside his house? Oh, yeah. I mean, sir? You knew that they were seeing each other, you know? Oop, there we go. This is a good episode. Oop, it's always like refocuses on his face whenever I switch back. Okay. This is a good episode. I do think there were a couple of things though, that were a little, I did like the protest scene, but at the same time, you could tell that they only had a few people there. Like they did the whole shooting from below so that, all you see is like maybe 2, maybe 3 lines of people, like really showed how few people were protesting. There was like maybe 20 people protesting in that like alleyway. And they shot everything from an ant's eye view, just to disguise the fact that there weren't a lot of people there. It's interesting. I feel like we had more people in the first episode when we had the protest outside of Paradiso, Grand Paradiso. But like maybe they didn't have the budget or whatever to have that same amount of people here. But either way, I still like the episode though. You know, we got Trin really confronting his trauma on a variety of levels. Obviously, you know, having this opportunity to actually act instead of hesitate like he did before, in a real concrete way, and potentially saving some of these students, because him being in the mix meant that his uncle had to actually step in and, like, you know, try and tamp down on the escalation. So him being there did actually probably help them out in the long run. I mean, because they weren't playing around. Like, those guys work for the general, and the general is all about that murder business. So, you know, oof. They were definitely in danger. If any of them had gotten truly arrested by the general's people and the uncle wasn't part of it, they definitely would have gotten, like, tortured and interrogated and beaten in jail. Shit like that, you know? And then we had this conversation with Tanwa and his friends over at the hippie house, you know, like, of what it means to be complacent, you know, in social issues like this. Like, you can't just ignore what's happening in the world around you. You have to do something. Not everybody can do everything. Like, not everybody can protest, and not everybody can, you know, put out political articles and things like that. But there are things that everybody can do, whether it's donating, whether it's supporting the people who protest, you know, like sometimes when protests happen and people get arrested like this, the thing that they need most is bail money. So, you know, donate to those kind of funds that help protesters make bail and get out of jail and stuff like that. You could do stuff like that, or, you know, just support, give, you know, your time, your effort, spread the word, whatever it is you need to do, you can. But complacency is the enemy of change in every way. Like, when you don't do anything, when you don't try somehow, when you don't educate yourself, when you don't understand the world that's happening around you, you are part of the problem. You are letting things happen. And that was the kind of conversation that Tanwa was having with his friend, because Tanwa himself, I think, is starting to reflect on his own behavior of not trying to stay out of everything, ignoring everything that's happening with his father, ignoring what's happening in the country, trying to just, you know, I don't know, stay high in his, you know, in his band and do his music without actually doing anything, using his power and his name that he could easily have to help people. And maybe it's not about him, like, going in to work for his father or anything like that. He doesn't necessarily need to do that. But I'm sure there's another way that he could possibly step in and help and kind of actually act, because he has been very passive throughout the series. And I think that's part of the conflict that, at least prior to this, was happening between him and Dr. Trin, is that Dr. Trin has moved past that. His passive days ended in France, and now he's back, he's here, and he just can't sit, you know, on the sidelines anymore. He can't do that. And he can't do that in his relationship either. And so that's the thing that he's been wanting this entire time, is that he wants him to act, to commit, you know. And he's willing to wait for him, clearly, you know. Like, he was very tempted by Victor a couple of times. There were a couple of moments where it was like, I don't want to say he was tempted like he was going to cheat on him, but, like, he was tempted in the way that, like, something came to tempt him. Because Victor is kind of the embodiment of, you know, action, of sometimes action without thought towards consequences. But But one thing you can never say Victor is, which is he's not a layabout. He can't sit still. He's not going to just let shit happen. You know, he's always going to be in the mix. He's always about that action. So, you know, I think there's something there that I don't want to say calls to Trin, but like Trin can see and admire. I think that a lot of Dr. Trin's action now has been because he was galvanized by these students, by debating with them, by talking with them, teaching them, getting to know them, spending time with them. And they were able to kind of pull him into doing what he's always wanted to do, and certainly what he wished he had done back in France, right? And it's an interesting choice. What I was going to say earlier, I think I cut myself off in the middle of the episode, but I think it's interesting that they've decided to give this storyline to Victor and Trin, because in any other series, that kind of storyline would actually be between Victor and Tanwa. Like, Tanwa would be the student who's always getting into the mix and the protests and all that, who's passionate about those things, and that would bring, you know, Dr. Trin's character out of his shell. It's interesting to give that storyline to a non-love interest. I don't want to say non-love interest, because technically he kind of is, because they're in a love triangle. But he, to somebody that Dr. Trin is not going to romantically be with, you know. And to instead give a different story to Tanwa. But it's not bad. I just do think that we needed more scenes with Tanwa and Trin throughout this series, because we are on this was episode 6, y'all. We have 2 episodes left. And that's a lot of time. It's like 2 more hours. Maybe the finale will be an hour and a half or something. It'll be a larger episode. I don't know. But we still only really have technically 2 more episodes. So, but, you know, to be fair to the show, this has felt less like a show and more like a long movie. Hasn't it felt like a long movie to you guys? And I do feel like some of the scenes have reflected that, and the progression of the story has reflected that. It feels like like an extended movie. It's interesting. It's an interesting way to go about it. But I have been enjoying myself. I do think, though, that this episode we start to see some little bit of cracks in production and stuff. I don't know how I felt about the scene with the reporter's boss. I don't know if the reporter's boss actor, let's say, I don't know if he, I'm not sure about his performance in that scene. Let's say that. Yeah, let's just say that. But everything else I did really enjoy. That scene where Victor tried to undress himself, and he was like heart laid bare, confessing. That was hard. That was hard to get through. Woo! That was embarrassing. I feel like embarrassing scenes are harder to get through for me than anything else. Violence, gore, whatever. It's the embarrassing scenes that are the struggle. Because, you know, you go into that and you know he's about to get rejected. And it makes you just, it makes me just shrink up. Like, It's tough. But it was a good scene, though. And I think Dr. Trin did his best in that scene to convey his true feelings of, I just see you as my little brother. I'm already in love with somebody else. And, you know, but I appreciate, you know, our relationship. And I don't want to ruin that, etc., etc. I think he handled it quite gracefully, as much as he could. Despite the fact that, yes, later on, when his blood was high, he tried to kiss him again. But, I forgive him, because the vibes were kind of supporting that situation. A kiss. The vibes were there, so I forgive Victor for that. But, like, I think by the end of this episode, now that he sees the car there outside the house, that he's going to just finally, like, let it sink in that this is really not going to happen. And it's not about me not being good enough. Like he said, it's not about, oh, just give it time. Like, no, he's in a full-on relationship with another person. You got to respect that, bud. You got to respect it. So, yep. All right. I have been filming for almost an hour and a half, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Go on over to Patreon if you're interested in full-length or early access to this show, as well as full-length and early access to other shows. If you're watching this on YouTube, then I have completed this over on Patreon, so feel free to check out the rest of the episodes there. I don't know what I'm going to replace it with. I might just take a break and not put out anything after this, or I don't know. I'll decide. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see. We'll see. But let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter. Right